Hello, everyone. Okay, so welcome all on our lecture series on interview preparation. Myself, Dr. Anil Sharma. So let me tell about myself before we go ahead with the session. So I hold expertise in reinforcement learning. If you want to access my work profile, you can visit this link. Here you can find all the projects that I have worked on. It's a little old, but you should also be able to find me on LinkedIn there and check what all things I actually work on. I have several top tier conference and journal publications. And currently I am a AI scientist and at a managerial position at EY India, where I mostly work on optimal hedging using reinforcement learning and market surveillance using generative AI. I received several travel grant awards for my research to present papers in international conferences, including from Microsoft and Google and other prestigious organizations. I've also worked on industrial robotics, like at Sony AI Lab in Tokyo, where I worked on kitchen robots for the control of the robotic arm, like to handle the food items and to do like placement of the food items from the table to the plate. So there are several other performance-based awards in my bag, including first prize in elevator pitch at Research Showcase in Triple Delhi. I've qualified net with a significantly good percentile, and we have a large AI community in India which can be accessed using this link. So before we go ahead, like if you guys are interested in this community or the club, to start a career in AI, you can join us using this QR code. This is a WhatsApp channel where you will find all the relevant information related to AI, ML, and interviews and whatnot. Okay, we are active on this community from past 3 years. This WhatsApp channel we have recently created so that we can incorporate many participants. So recent success of our community is that one of our students from MSIT Delhi has secured 11th All India rank in GATE 2024. GATE for data science. Like one student from MIT Manipal secured a research associate position at IIT Delhi. One other student from Hyderabad published a paper in ICPR 2024, which is a top tier conference in pattern recognition. There are several other things that our students have done, like including paper publications, doing project demos, and doing higher studies at good universities. And there are so many stories, but these are a few top ones which should motivate you to be part of the community. Uh, so this community is like excellent industry experts driven. So these are our a few of our mentors who are like almost all are PhDs, and they graduated from the top tier institutions from India, and have also worked at several prestigious organizations as well. Okay, so these are a few mentors who are actively working with our students to guide them either for the interview preparation or to start a career in AI, ML, or like how is it that they can actually be foolproof with the advancements in AI, so that their jobs are secure and they can actually they can also contribute a lot. Okay, so not all of us could secure places in IITs, triple ITs, but yes, with the help of the community or our AI club, we should be able to do the same stuff that IITians, triple ITians are doing. Okay, so okay, let me talk about like today's talk. Will be here for around 30 minutes, where I will be talking about a few industry projects that should excite you, why you should start a career in AI, and then I will be talking about the possible career paths that you can opt uh, after your graduation. Maybe let's say if you are a BTech student, what is it that you can do after this? and how is it that you can start a career in AI, and then I will talk about the interview preparation lecture series. I will also be talking about like how an interview is structured and all those things. Let's just see what we have. Okay, so now I think we all agree that AI is revolutionizing our world. Like from autonomous vehicles to robotic surgery, AI is entering everywhere in our personal and professional lives. So we are also in the era of AI agents, and these AI agents are transforming industries, automating tasks, and enhancing decision making across domains. So before we go ahead, let me just talk about one simple thing. Let's say I am using a LLM, and I'm just having a desire to create a video with this description. For example, a giant towering cloud in the shape of a man looms over the earth, and the cloud man shoots lightning bolts down to the earth. I want to create a video which uh, which follows this description. Okay, so creating this video is actually not that easy, but the AI model can directly do it. So we have just given this prompt to the LLM or the VLM model, and then it has created this video. Let's just see like how this video is actually coming out. This video is taken from the OpenAI's website, Sora, and like just see right the description of the cloud in the shape of a man. Just see the description, like the face looks highly real, like it looks like a man, and like the movements that it is doing is not less than real. Okay, so it looks like a real video, but it is entirely created from a VLM in a few seconds, right? So just see the advancement of the AI, and like it is actually replacing all the creative works that we used to do, whether it's designing or even the coding, right? So then now these LLMs are actually helping the coders to write the efficient code as well. Okay, another application, if you would like to see, like, so for example, in the showrooms, very soon you will see virtual trial rooms. So like instead of trying the cloth in a trial room, you can save your time. There will be a camera, and you can see how this cloth will fit on your body, right? How you will look in this particular cloth, right? So these are the things that you will be seeing in your like real world, and these are the systems which the computer vision technologies can create. Okay, so if we see in the manufacturing, let's say there is a computer parts assembly where there are men, where employees are assembling the CPU unit. But let's say if we want to use a robot in place of the employees, then one robot can do the task of 200 employees, right? It's a like heavy loss to the number of jobs that these guys are doing, and like either they have to like, so for example, let's say if there are 100 people working, then only one robot will do the task of all the 100 people. Okay, and so these people have to either go to reskill in some other domain, or may have to find some other work, right? So here, let's say the product we have is the industrial robot with the robotic arm with additional sensors, and there is a software as a service, software as a so basically software components, like how the robot is moving and how it is seeing the different parts and all those things. So basically, like there are so many things which are available. Yes, the robot has actually replaced 200 people, but these 200 people can actually reskill based on the opportunities provided by the robot, right? I will be talking about what are the career paths that a person can opt. Okay, so so for example, there are several robots. I think Roomba, or the robotic vacuum cleaner. I think nowadays you can see on the Flipkart, Amazon, that there was a heavy sale of these robots, and the robots are coming in the real world as well, right? So this is a kitchen robot where there are two robotic arms like cooking something, and then all those things. Okay, so these are the so many things that these products are providing: platform as a service, infrastructure as a service, web service, robots, right? So the maintenance of these is also one like a job creating element, not only about their software development and all those things. So we'll be talking about like how is it that you can pursue a career in AI, and how is it that you can make yourself AI proof, so that you are not suffering from the job loss that the AI is creating. Okay, so another project you should see, this is one of the project that we created. Like, so this was a video of a fitness trainer where we did pose estimation. This was actually 2 years back, where we were where you used to do the like pose detection, where we were detecting all the joints of the body, right? How the where are the joints, and how is it that we can track the activity of the person, just see, right? So now this lady is actually trying to do the march, and then based on the motion of her body, right, we can see, right, how fast it is doing and how many calories it is burning. Right, just see, right, this is the calories and all those things. So we can do that. So nowadays, by using a VLM, this can be entirely automated, and like we can tell you how to do it. Okay, so this is entirely done by a computer vision algorithm. Okay, so what are the major career paths available in this like field? Like after your graduation, what is it that you can do? So for example, you can go towards academics or research. So one of the possible or like direct path is to go for the higher studies. Let's say if you are in your bachelor's, you can go for master's, PhD, and then postdoc. You can alternatively choose for a teaching path. I think after bachelor's, it's not actually possible, but after master's, like it's surely possible, where you can clear exams, or maybe you can go for the PhD and you can say you want to do teaching in ML, mobile computing, and all those things, and then or you can go for the research. Let's say in PhD you can do the research for computer vision and all those things. Like another like career path is the industry jobs, where you can work as a data analyst or data scientist, machine learning engineer or machine learning scientist, or data governance officer, like where there are many regulations or compliances coming, and you can also secure a job in that, right? So let's say, for example, data analyst and data scientist, machine learning engineer, machine learning scientist is not like a job of your taste, then the data governance surely is. So for example, let's say if there are new laws coming in any country, right, how is it that you will make sure that the AI system that is going in the development is actually following those regulations, right? So like regulations, compliance, and all other things are actually very important to be ensured. So these are also there are a hell lot of jobs coming in this domain as well. Okay, another alternative is that you can opt for startups. Now is a very good opportunity that government and many other organizations are supporting people who are coming up with the new ideas to solve problems. So you can opt for a software product, like where you will create a product to solve a real problem in different domains, or you can also create a software service, right? So where you will automate tasks, insights from the data, and so on. Right, you can opt for different domains like education, AI for social good, agriculture, manufacturing, healthcare, women empowerment, finance, assistive technology, and so on. Right, so like it's not like that whatever you are doing is very specific, like in terms of the technology. It's not specific, it depends on the domain. So for example, I can use AI for education. Maybe let's say I want to create a system which will like help the student to maybe solve the doubts using ChatGPT, or maybe I want to create a robotic arm which will actually help in the manufacturing like process, or maybe assembly of the different parts that I have manufactured. Maybe women empowerment, maybe to see like how women health can be tracked, and women safety can be tracked in agriculture, and how is it that you can track the health of the crop, and so on. In healthcare, there is so many things. I think in a few years, you will see that healthcare has transformed heavily by the technology. Okay, so what are the different roles available in the industry? I think let me just go ahead. One is the engineering, where you will handle the data and implement different algorithms. Uh, uh, data science related, like so for example data analyst, data scientist based algorithm where you design algorithms to understand the data, business analytics based roles where you do mostly the analytics of the data, and then research based roles are there, product based roles are there where you can do the ML product lead, or you can also be a manager of the product, and so on, right? So there are so many opportunities that industry actually provides. I think these are very specific to the companies. They can offer different roles, right, based on the years of experience you have and the skills that you have, right? I think we'll not talk about much on those roles because these are highly specific. But let's say if you want to pursue a startup, there could be two ways where you can create a startup: product based startup or a service based startup. Where let's say if you want to go for the product based startup, you can embed the cognitive technology in a product, use data to create values for the customer, focus on the customer, maybe convenience and safety and all those things. An example could be like, so Netflix is also a product where it is providing custom recommendations to the customers. General Motors is providing model of the car, right, technology. It is providing robot vacuum cleaners, that it is also product. Step Go is providing an application where they are providing reward based step tracking. Okay, so let's say if you want to go for service-based startup, you can embed the cognitive technology into an organization's workflow. I think there is a lot of scope and people are heavily doing it. What is it that you can do is that you can automate HR, admin tasks, you can do the screening of patients for clinical trials, get work done faster, cheaper, and so on, right? So there are so many examples. Like for example, Grammarly is there, Data Robot is there, Checker is there, right? So these are the services, right? Companies are actually using this particular tool, and these are the services are actually provided to different companies, and this is not a product for the individual user. Okay, so those were a few things. Now let's just directly jump into the kind of interviews are like taken. So let's say if I talk about an interview structure, let's say I've taken an example of a research scientist role at Amazon. So what they usually do is there are different like rounds. Like specifically, there is one coding round where they ask you to solve algorithms and data structure problems to assess problem solving skills, right? So where like you will be given with a real world problem and you have to write the code in Python or maybe any programming language of your choice. And there are usually 4 technical rounds after that, where they usually focus on the system design, data structures, and your scalability capabilities, and how is it that you understand about the different technologies that are available. Okay, and then after when you have cleared all the technical round, there is a hiring manager round to see whether you are a good fit in the team, right? So basically, Amazon also has a Amazon leadership principles, whether you are able to follow those or not, right? So they try to assess you based on that, and then there are behavioral assessment as well, where HR may take questions based on the different aspects of your behavior and all those things. So these are the specifically, let's say, 6 to 7 rounds happen for a research scientist at Amazon. But let's say if you are applying for a different role and you have some different amount of experience, then the number of rounds may vary. So, for example, this is for a research scientist. Let's say if I want to give an interview for an engineer post, then there will be more technical rounds, so more coding rounds than the technical rounds. Let's say if I am applying for software development engineer, then there may be 4 or maybe 3 coding rounds and then 2 technical rounds, right? So this depends the number of them, but these are the like 4 types of rounds that are taken, like coding round, technical round, hiring manager round, and the behavioral round. Oh, this is we can say the HR round as well. Okay, so the number of interviews may vary based on the role and the experience that you get. Okay, so now the one like good question is like, how is it that you prepare for the interview for these roles? Okay, so one is like, so you should build a strong profile. So for example, you can build a strong foundation in mathematics, statistics, programming. You can learn key AI concepts in machine learning, deep learning, NLP, computer vision, and so on. right? So you can work on projects and build a portfolio, like so for example by doing personal projects, kaggle competitions, or by doing internships, right? So where you can gain the practical experience through internships or volunteer work. And I think the more this thing you do, I think better it is. Okay, so this is actually very important if you are actually uh, like in the perception that your profile is actually like what will give, what will make your profile, right? So these things are very important. I want to say. So stay updated because this field actually keeps changing, and here networking is very important. And maybe you join AI communities, connect with professionals, and so on. So staying updated is very important because in 3 to 4 years the landscape actually changes completely. Right? If you will not upgrade yourself, you will face layoffs, right? Software developer job actually looks highly lucrative. It's highly good. It's highly high paying as well. But if you will not stay updated with the current skills, I think you will be out of the date. You will be outdated soon, and company may not need you. Okay. So the best way to stay updated is to network with the like relevant people, the industry people who are actually doing all those things. Okay, or I think one of the good thing is to specialize, develop expertise in one domain. So, for example, maybe in the healthcare, finance, robotics, and so on. Right. So whatever you do, I think that is actually very important. And if you have a specific skill, right? If you have specific expertise, I think like you will actually stand out from the crowd, right? So that is also very important. So now let me talk about the interview preparation lecture series that we are offering. So we are offering a lecture series for like you to prepare the lecture series. There are actually three parts of it. In the part one, the timeline of it will be shared in the group and the channel. So please join the group and the channel. Like what we are actually doing is we will give you like lectures on the programming, AI, ML, Gen AI, to understand the key algorithms. So, for example, regression, decision trees, and so on. We'll also understand different evaluation metrics and the model performance, right? So this is the part one where we will do all the technical part. There will be exams as well, and you have to offer like you have to do those exams. And like let's say if you like do good on those exams, I think you will also receive goodies. Part two is to build the resume and the portfolio development. Like how is it that you can gain the practical experience and you can build your resume. And like so basically we'll also see like how is it that we can train you for the behavioral interview and the technical interview strategies. Okay, so then in the third part we will take mock interviews for you. Maybe we have a very big team, or maybe we also have AI agents who can take the mock interviews for you. And like you can see like what is your preparation stands out. Okay, advanced topics, like so basically we can also offer you specialization in AI, ML. We can discuss the relevant advancements, soft skills, and communication skills, and so on. Okay, so after the lecture series, what we can do is we can offer you mentorship to work on projects and build profile in AI. We can also offer you paid or unpaid internships with our mentors. So our mentors, as I've already described, like so Rajan Sharma, Anuj, Professor Akshay, Dr. Apeksha Agrawal, Dr. Manoj Gulati, Dr. Milind Jain, right? So they all are experts in their domain, and like they have a very good profile. If you just name Google their name, I think you will find their profile in the first 2 links, right? So this is how good their profile is, and I think you don't want to miss this opportunity to work under the guidance of these mentors. Okay. So again, I think this is what I wanted to say about this interview preparation like lecture series. So do join our AI club to start a career in AI. And like so, this is our like WhatsApp channel link, and this is our YouTube link. So there will be several videos coming every week. where like you will like be preparing for the technical skills, for the coding skills, and the interview skills as well. Right? We are offering all the things, so please do subscribe our YouTube channel and also join our WhatsApp channel, so where you can actually gain all those relevant concepts. Right. So thank you. I think like I have tried to give you a very brief introduction about like how the interviews are there and how is it that you can prepare yourself. So if you want to connect with me, you can connect using this email ID, or maybe like join our community where we are highly active and you can connect with us. Right. So I think if there are any questions, let me just see. Okay, I believe there are no questions, so maybe we can. Uh, if there are any questions, you can uh, post on the chat. If there are no questions, maybe we can end the session and like you can join later. Maybe you can connect with our community and you can ask the doubts there. Okay, so let me just see if there are any questions going to the. Okay. Mm. Okay, I think there are no questions. So thank you all for joining. Like, if you have any queries, join our WhatsApp channel, or maybe there is also a WhatsApp group. We can also share that link. You can go to you can go to this link to join our WhatsApp group as well. I think all the details will be like available there. Okay. So thank you all for joining. Let's just meet you next time.